A couple of days ago, I put out the February review, and I started that review by saying there's a storm coming, or more to the point, I used a clip from Terminator 2 saying there's a storm coming. Just want to make sure people are clear about the message. The message being, there's a storm coming. I keep saying, and I've been saying over the last month, about don't be snippy. We're all one community and we need to stick together. But there are fractures starting to appear. And there's no need for it. There really is no need for it. Now, I've been dealing with this all day. I think if you're just watching YouTube channels, a lot of people are aware what goes on. Especially if you're in live streams, you're looking at comment sections. But there'll be some that will be aware just how much work goes on behind the scenes. And the type of channel I'm doing, which is a lot of which is a commentary channel and an overview, I'm looking at a lot of different channels. I'm looking at a lot of different content. I'm seeking out new content all the time. You can't help but see trends and recurring events. Now, the debunking community has always been a target because big shock, people who are putting out fake content pretending it's real don't like being shouted out. They get a little bit offended if somebody proves, especially when it's 100% proven, that the content is fake. They get a bit annoyed at that. And they hit back. But here's where the problem lies. And it's often when there's grey areas, or when people think that there's grey areas, when people start to question one element of a massive community or one channel of a massive community, and mud starts to stick. People have the opinion that, well, there's guilt by association there. There's not. There's not. Newsflash. If a real ghost hunter, if a real investigator walks through the door of a fake location, they don't magically become a faker. If a fake ghost hunter walks through the door of a really haunted location, that doesn't make them a real investigator. The type of investigation, the type of filming, the type of content isn't dictated by the location. It's dictated by the people holding the camera and creating the content. There are locations that are genuinely haunted that real investigation teams go to and come away with nothing. There are locations that may or may not be haunted, and it's not going to make a blind bit of difference to somebody who's faking their content, because they're going to fake it anyway. In fact, most of them would probably run a mile if something real happened. So, if you're watching a channel that you trust, and you've always trusted them, even if you don't like the location, or maybe they're working with somebody that they don't realise, maybe a bit questionable. No, the proof is with the individual channel. If you believe in a channel, keep believing in that channel until it is proven. And for a lot of channels it will never happen because they're doing it properly. But until somebody can call fake on them, they're not fake. Just like somebody who fakes and is being called out for it, and the evidence is being shown, they're not real. This little monologue has been building up in me all day because of discussions I've been having, because of things I've been seeing. Fortunately, I had to go out tonight and didn't have time to record what I was going to say initially. So this is far calmer than it was going to be. Keep supporting those channels you support. They shouldn't have to be defending themselves. The best way that the real channels defend themselves is through their content, is through how meticulous they are, is through how, when they're investigating, they're continually looking to debunk anything that might happen. That's the way you trust your channel. If you're part of the debunking community, you will have seen enough debunks and reactions to know what to look for. Your own instincts will know what to look for. If it's somebody you followed for a long time and all of a sudden you're questioning it, question as to why you are questioning it. Is it because of what other people are saying and suddenly deciding to have a go because of an association? Because if it is, it's the wrong reason. Now, I'm sure that most people listening to this have had channels that they followed and then realised they were fake and unsubscribed. I have. And in some cases, my favourite channels, it took a long time for me to hit that unsubscribe button because I didn't want to believe it. But it took a long time because I gave my channels the chance. There's nothing wrong with having differences of opinion. There's nothing wrong with voicing that opinion. We all have teams that we prefer. We all have opinions on locations or on techniques or on equipment that's being used. And that's fine. You know, I'm starting to see more varied content, and I've been hoping for that for a while. Doof Doof Paranormal Karen did an amazing video on Skinwalker origin stories and creation legends. Crow's just done a video on fake psychics and the techniques they use and the comeuppances they've had. There is a little bit more varied content out there which I actually think will help, and it's something I'm planning on doing as well. And I'm not taking away from ghost hunting here or the real investigators or the debunkers at all, because I think that needs to be consistent and I think it needs to stay strong, and it's good to see new debunking channels up and coming, or debunking channels that maybe have been off some people's radar for a while. So I'm going to give a shout out to Bad to the Bone Paranormal, who I've just discovered recently and have started going through her content, and she is well worth a look. I will leave the link to her channel in my description. Diluting the viewing, not meaning that in a bad way, but in a way that you're getting more perspectives and you're getting more opinions and you're getting more different types of content. Maybe the focus has been so intense that with some of the arguing that's going on at the moment, it's just intensifying that even further. Truth be told, this wasn't the vlog I was going to put out today. The vlog I was working on. I had a lovely morning and early afternoon. I'm putting together a vlog introducing the way I think about the paranormal, how it's affected me over the years, just as an introduction to me getting ready to start to talk about some of my own experiences. And I've got sparkly backgrounds, and I've got lovely soothing music behind it. I was so happy making it, and I am almost finished. But all of a sudden, reality comes crashing in, and there's a storm coming. So it kind of threw everything off. Don't let this stuff throw you off. Don't let it make your viewing less pleasurable. Don't let it put you off looking at the content. Make your own mind up. Listen to the experts. Watch the expert investigators who do it properly. This community has been strong for a long time, and people who have been watching the community for a long time know what the score is, know what to look for, and know who to trust. None of that has changed. None of that's changed. So I'm going to shut up because I don't want this to be a long piece. I just wanted to say what I wanted to say. And let's all be nice to each other. Let's give that a go. So it is 11:20 at night where I am. I've got 40 minutes until Joe Vitale's live stream. So I'm going to go and make a coffee. Wherever you are, have a lovely day, evening, morning, whatever time it is where you are. And even if you don't agree with anything I've said, at least think about it. That's all I can ask.